How are we doing this? Middle Eastern beef dish. Interesting. Okay, so our challenge was to do a Middle Eastern dish with beef, which is awesome, except all my mind could think of to go to originally was just doing kebabs, and it's very, very cold out here, so I do not want to grill kebabs outside. I remembered something from back when I was in New York called Kofta or Kofta. I think it really depends on who you ask how you pronounce that. I'm sure I'm butchering it, so feel free to make fun of that in the comment section below. And the big thing for this is you need to have the appropriate spices to really give it that Middle Eastern feel. There's something called a 7-spice blend, which is, from what I understand, the most traditional version. I don't have all the spices. The ones that are in all of the versions of it that I could find are allspice, cinnamon, black pepper, and cloves. And then various other versions of it included things like nutmeg, white pepper, cumin, ground coriander, ginger, fenugreek. I have a bunch of those. I don't have all of them, but I have enough. I think I can really make this taste great. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to use our food processor. This is one of the few things we're going to do which requires a food processor. We're going to process down our parsley. We're going to use about 2/3 of this, and then we're going to process down the 2 onions, and then we're going to add the meat and the spices to it, and we're going to create basically what are effectively Lebanese meatballs. The Lebanese rice that we're going to use with it is basically just a rice pilaf that you add a little cinnamon to it. So let's get going. First, we need to get our food processor going. Sadly, mine I'm pretty sure is from the 1960s, but I just checked it and it technically works. All right, so we're going to take our parsley and we're going to pulse this until it is very finely diced up. This is going to be a little bit loud, so insert cheesy music. All right, next we're going to feed in our onions. Next we're going to add that parsley back in there. We want to really blend this all together. Okay, so I got my blade out of here. Time to start adding everything together. I'm going to start with my meat. This is approximately 2 pounds of beef. And I'm going to start by adding some salt and a little bit of ground ginger, some cumin, some cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some ground cloves, allspice, and some black and white pepper. Now I'm going to hand mix this, then I add this in and start making my Lebanese meatballs. Okay, so this is just 3.5 cups of water and about 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Got them to a boil. We're going to mix in our rice and rice pilaf mixture, along with all the spices that come in the normal pack. And then I'm also adding in a little bit of cinnamon, black pepper, and salt. And we're going to keep this up to a full boil once everything is all in there. We're going to bring the heat down to low. Once we turn the heat to low, remember we're going to let this simmer for about 25 minutes, covered. And over here I have just some olive oil, just starting to get a little warmer here. We're going to take these and we are going to fry these in the olive oil and get them a nice golden brown. This is a little thing I tell everyone. 2 things to remember. Number 1, when you're cooking with a raw product, raw meat one hand, utensils the other hand. So your clean hand never touches the raw meat. That way if you touch anything else, you're not spreading things around. The other thing is, when you're putting something in oil, always set it down away from you, so when the oil splashes, it splashes away from you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We will see you for our next great video.